listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, here we go.
All right. Thank you so much, Lexi. Outer Banks This Week podcast. This is episode, 2627. 2627. 67. Sorry. I don't know why it is now, but every time I hear somebody say, oh, well, there's about 6 or 7 of them, I have to do the 6-7 thing. Forgive me, please. But yeah, episode 2627, and it's all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Mania. I'm telling you right now, if you're in the market for a car, a truck, an SUV, a work vehicle, a shed, a greenhouse. I mean, Kelly is like that one-stop shop. He really is. And he's first-class guy all the way. I can't say enough great things about Kelly at Kelly's Automotive. Same thing with Dakota and the whole crew over there. They're all wonderful, great, good, God-fearing, giving back to the community type people. And I'm telling you, I couldn't be more thankful to have them as the presenting sponsor for the podcast. They're first class all the way, treat you right, treat you like family, as RV Owens used to say. One of those things. Now, if you remember RV Owens' old RVs commercials, which is now Sugar Creek, he'd say, treat you like family. So that's Kelly Automotive in Mania. Check him out online at kellysobxauto.com. And you know what? We can't. It's like the 1-2 punch. It's like the power couple, and we can't keep this thing on an even keel without the power of Outer Banks Pest Control. Now, you've heard me say it numerous times over, and I'm going to say it again today. You've got Kelly at Kelly's Automotive, first-class guy. And then you've got his sweetheart of a wife, Jessie, who runs Outer Banks Pest Control. And let me tell you something. Sweet as can be, one of the nicest, kindest human beings you'll ever meet in your life, but she's tough on those critters. Check them out online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. I mean, home, business, office, warehouse, outhouse, whatever. They will come and eradicate those pests, those creepy crawlies, those varmints, those critters. They be gone. One call to Outer Banks Pest Control, and they will be gone. Again, online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. It is still July. I'll tell you what, it seems like June really zoomed, but July has not. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with that, because as I've gotten older, I've realized that I really need to just sit back and be in the moment with the different seasons, okay? We're in the heat of summer. It has been hot. Heat indices over 100 degrees on a regular basis. Weather-wise, I mean, it's been hit and miss on the day. Now, you can guarantee that during the summer, it's a 30% chance of rain every day. It gets hot. It gets humid. That boils up to the afternoon showers and thunderstorms. About 30% chance of it every day, no matter where you are on the Outer Banks. Some days, the 30% chance turns to 100% down in Hatteras, Ocracoke, on Hatteras Island down that way. Other days, they got nothing but sunshine and warm breezes. And the northern Outer Banks, up in Corolla, Duck, that direction, they have it. And then there's the middle Outer Banks, I guess is what we're called here, from like Kitty Hawk, Kildare Hills, Nags Head, Collington, Maniawanchis. We're like middle Outer Banks. I mean, it's hit and miss depending on where you are weather-wise, as far as how that 30% of a shower or thunderstorm affects you. But you can guarantee it every day. We have had our fair share of rain here lately, but that's, I mean, okay, sure. It's just how it works. It is also hurricane season. And while we don't currently, I believe, I tried to check a little bit ago, I didn't see any sort of activity in the Atlantic. There is some activity in the Gulf. I believe it's Bertha. Yeah, heading towards like Louisiana, Texas, something. I pay a little bit of attention to that, but not near as close attention to the one, or not near as much as I do to the ones in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. I mean, the ones in the Gulf sometimes will cross over Florida and shoot up the coast. So, I mean, I'm looking at all of them. And I mean, let me just rewind a little bit and say thoughts and prayers to the individuals that are going to be impacted by Bertha. We've been through our share of storms. They get a ton of them. I feel like they get pounded down on the Gulf Coast more than we do on the Atlantic coast. But it's potato in a lot of ways. But I also want to encourage you to download the Windy app, W-I-N-D-Y, Windy app, because that is a great source for seeing what kind of tropical activity is taking place out in the ocean. It kind of gives you a little bit of a forecast. I think like now they've got it to where like you can only go out for about a week and then like the screen turns gray and you can't see the layers in the atmosphere or whatever unless you pay for it. And I mean, you got to pay for everything these days, it feels like, but you get what I'm saying. Download the Windy app and you can see a little ways out. Now, something else I kind of want to encourage you to do if you have a rental and you're coming down, you've rented a beach house or whatnot, it's very important. And my wife works in real estate, so she always says this stuff. If you don't get your trip insurance or your hurricane insurance, or I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it's trip insurance that covers if there's a storm and there's an evacuation, you're on the hook to pay the bill for the house that week. You get that trip insurance, you pay that little bit of extra, you get your money back. At least that's pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Talk to your real estate company, your rental company about the ins and outs of all of that. But if you haven't looked into trip insurance, or if you want to add trip insurance, you can, but I think that there's layers to it. So don't say, well, Justin on the Outer Banks This Week podcast said I could go ahead and add it. Call and inquire and say, I heard Justin. You can say, you heard me talking about it. You wanted more information, but don't hold my feet to the fire because I'm telling you right now, I don't know all the details, but I would inquire. Okay. It's not a bad thing to do. If you're getting a rental here on the Outer Banks, you want to check into that type of thing. My wife can't stress it enough. I know anytime we travel, she's always booking some sort of like trip insurance of some sort because you never know, especially with little ones. You never know what's going to happen. So there's all of that rolled into it. You need to just keep your mind on those types of things. But hey, I'll tell you, it's been a great summer so far. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about it here in just a second. Going to take a quick break, though. Going to jump into some shout outs. I have two. One of them is to a business. The other is to a person. And I'm going to shine some light on a question that they had as well. So, quick break. When we come back, jump into some shout outs. Absolutely.
People often ask, what makes Water Street Real Estate Group different? I'm Jonathan Moore, managing broker, and we believe strong communities and strong marketing create even stronger outcomes for our clients. That means delivering expert real estate experiences, all while staying involved in the places our clients call home. Every client deserves a strategy as unique as they are, and that's how we built a brand people know, like, and trust. To get started on your next Outer Banks move, visit waterstreetrealestate.com.
Riverside Insurance, you're more than just a name, not just a number in a system or a claim. Eastern NC, yeah, they holding it down from Columbia to Plymouth and Washington town. Auto, home, RV on the road, farm and business, they carry the load. Local people with our plan that's tight, got your back in the day and in the middle of the night. Riverside Insurance, yeah, they stand tall, protection you can count on, covering it all. Let me help explain what y'all just heard. So Riverside Insurance is in Columbia, North Carolina, okay? And they do home, auto, life, farm, all the different insurance, auto insurance. I think I just said that, but they, the owner, Erica Jones, sweetheart. She's got a poker face though. Like I like her. I love her to death, but she has a poker face. I walked in the door to talk to her about some of this audio stuff, and she just like stared at me, and I was like, can I come in? Like, I didn't know what to do. I stood at the door for like 10 seconds, and like she just stared, like she was staring a hole through me, but then she allowed me to come in, and then she told me when we got all the fine details worked out of her audio ad, she said, I want you to rap one. And I was like, what, rap it? She was like, yeah, I want some Dr. Dre's type stuff. And I'm like, okay. And it took me a little while. It hurt my brain to try to get this stuff done. I did tag in one of my coworkers here at Outer Banks This Week to help me, Holden McCowan. I tagged him in. I was like, Holden, because he's rapped before. So I need you to help me with that one. And he did. And it turned out good. They loved it. So that's a little bit of, that's probably one of the most fun spots, but one of the most like brain rotting spots. I just really had to dial in on that one to get done. So Riverside Insurance, riversideins.com. Okay. That wasn't my shout out, but they kind of got an indirect shout out just then. Let's see here. My first shout out, I want to shout out to H2OBX in Powell's Point. Okay. Family, we went there over the weekend, just a little family thing. We brought one of Austin's best friends, little Ben Midget, and we went out there and we had some fun. Let me tell you, that place was packed this past Saturday. I mean, I'd never seen so many people there, but everybody was having fun. Everybody was enjoying themselves. We went down the slides. We ate. We had such a great time. I can't say enough great things about H2OBX. If you are looking for something to do, you want to come off the beach for a little bit, ride up into Currituck a little ways, go to H2OBX. While you're up there, check out Buffalo City Distillery. I mean, there's so many great little restaurants, things to do, places to go on that southern tip of Currituck on the Currituck County mainland. I really want to encourage you all to go check those things out. So yeah, Currituck, Outer Banks, great place. Okay, not just Corolla, but I'm talking about right there where H2OBX is and all through there. But yeah, H2OBX, get you a pass, go check it out. I can't wait to get back there. I would do a slide, go get in a lazy river. Go to the wave pool, get in a lazy river. Go over to the kids zone with my kids, get back in a lazy river. But it's just a fun place. I want to encourage you to check it out if you haven't done so, or if you have done so, go back and show him some love. My next shout out is going to go to a Mr. Eric Bradley. Mr. Eric emailed. He said, been longtime listeners of the show. I think he's a Captain Marty listener. And he said, I hope you're going to do a podcast. Oh, yeah, he listens to me too. Sorry. He's going to do a podcast with the person I hinted about in the other episode about history. So I'm going to try to do a series, like a history series. And I've got some people pegged. One of them I've already spoken to. The other one I haven't. It just she came to me a little bit ago as far as like in my mind. And I'm like, she'd be a good one. History of the Outer Banks. Hoping to receive a copy of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide. Yeah, then he's going to talk some trash to me. He's going to talk about Carolina football and the year 2 of the Belichick disaster. Go Tigers. Yeah, Mr. Eric. So I emailed him back. I told him I was still working on some of the history things, and I told him if he wanted his Captain Marty Fishing Guide, he needed to send me back an email with Go Heels, and his wish will be granted. But, of course, not going to do that to my guy. I will send him his copy of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide, but I also wanted to say thank you for being a longtime listener. Thank you for emailing. Thank you for asking questions. I'm working on some of these things. It's just, some of the stuff's a work in progress, and I wear a couple of hats here at Outer Banks this week, so be patient with me. But with all that being said, I really appreciate it. And if you're a listener, you've got questions like Mr. Eric here, please email me. I love talking to you all. I love replying to you all. Part of my job and part of my personal goal or my personal agenda, I guess we'll say, is to ensure that you're having the greatest time of your life here on the Outer Banks. When you're here on vacation, I want you to have an absolute blast. And if I can help you do that, please ask questions. Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com. That's how you can reach me. Justin at outerbanksthisweek.com. All right, one more quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to jump into some events. Oh, by the way, before I get to that, spoke to Matty P. Matty P is in the middle of a summertime hangover. Okay. He's like, man, I just didn't get out this week. I've been busy. Oh, man. 4 letters, 1 word. Oh, yeet. I'm like, whoa, bro. You obviously are having a summertime hangover. Take the week off. Come back fresh next week. Because, Matty P's a party animal. He's a regular, social bug. I don't know what to call him. You walk into a bar or to a restaurant or to a nightlife spot with Matty P. Dude, I'm not even kidding. At least a dozen people, over half of them are females. They're like, Matty P. And I'm like, hey, that don't bother me because I'm married. But at the same time, it's just like, dang, Matty P's, he's Matty P. That's all I know how to describe him. But anyway, no Matty P this week. He'll be back next week. Now, quick break, jumping into the events when I come back.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Ben Brown here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot head boat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. And it ain't just about fishing. Keep your eyes peeled for dolphins, birds, and all that beautiful Outer Banks scenery. The Miss Oregon Inlet 2 is available for private charters, including bachelor and bachelorette parties, birthdays, and family reunions. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or give us a call at 252-441-6301. Extension 1. Again, this is Captain Ben Brown, and we can't wait to take you for a cruise on the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
An experience unlike any other on the Outer Banks. The Lost Colony, presented by PNC Bank, features harrowing fights, incredible costumes, and jaw-dropping special effects to tell the story of the first settlers of the Outer Banks. Bring the whole family to experience this remarkable show under the stars on Roanoke Island, running June 4th through August 22nd. Visit thelostcolony.org or call for tickets.
All right, let's check out these events. And all these events I'm about to mention can be found online at outerbanksthisweek.com. Let's start with what's taking place currently. Lots of things going on. Right now, we've got the 23rd annual Dare County Boat Builders Tournament taking place at Pirates Cove Marina. Now, you can go by, the boats are already fishing. Okay, when you hear this podcast, there's boats in the ocean, maybe, depending on the weather, because again, it's been kind of interesting weather-wise with the rain and the wind and stuff. Maybe there's some boats fishing, maybe not. But the boat tournament has started, but you can still go by the pavilion at Pirates Cove and check out the silent auction items. You can go by and just wander around and just check out all the things and look at the boat that the kids built at Mania Middle School that's up for auction. There are different opportunities for you to check out different things. So I want to encourage you to go by there and see that. Saturday, weather pending. Okay, I'm mentioning these two things right out the gate. Surfing for Autism is taking place at Jeanette's Pier. I'll be out there that morning, 9 a.m. My little guy, my 5-year-old, he was selected this year, and he's going to get on a surfboard maybe. But I could cry thinking about this stuff, the amount of support and the amount of people that just pour back into kids with special needs that need a little extra. This community is amazing, and I'm just very thankful. I'm trying not to cry right now, y'all. I'm not going to get that way, but Surfing for Autism, that's going to be taking place all day at Jeanette's Pier. Go out there, cheer them on, show them some love, and just enjoy it. Again, weather permitting, depends on how things go that day. So Surfing for Autism, you can just type in Surfing for Autism in Google and you get all the information there. Same thing with Dare County Boat Builders. You can type in Dare County Boat Builders Tournament into Google and you can get all the information that you need right there. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Let's see. Today's Thursday, the 23rd of July. You've got things going on at the Elizabethan Gardens, the aquarium. Old Tom's doing a little paint day. Old Tom's Paint Day. So you can go do that. That starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It appears as if Soul One is going to be playing at the oceanfront at Village Beach Club from 5 until 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Rory Keller's going to be at Cafe Pamlico, and I was at Cafe Pamlico last week, and I was hanging out with Tasha, and I just absolutely love the environment, the atmosphere right there at Cafe Pamlico in Buxton and the Inn on the Pamlico Sound. I love them very much. Wonderful people, wonderful place. If you get down to Buxton, you've got to go by there, grab a bite, enjoy the views, check out the Tiki Bar. Love me some Cafe Pamlico in Buxton. Music at Jolly Rogers, Fish Heads. You've got the Lost Colony. You've got things going on at Froggy Dog. You got Jack Brown, Sun Dogs, Uncle Ike's got karaoke going on up there. And then it's open mic night at the Outer Banks Brewing Station. Friday, July 24th. More things taking place at Cafe Pamlico. You've got stuff, again, the Froggy Dog. This is kind of the heavy hitters here. I mean, Jack Brown's, the Brewing Station, Buffalo City Distillery, or BCD Distillery, as they've been rebranded. Fish Heads. Oh, gosh. Sun Dogs. Jack Brown's. I think I already said that. But that's a lot of the things that's going on this Friday. Let's take a look at Saturday. And again, if you go to outerbanksthisweek.com, you click on the events tab and you search for like a week out, from a week to a week. So it's like Saturday to Saturday, for example. Get ready to scroll because there is a whole lot. And I'm really trying to hit like the heavy hitters over the next week. Downtown Mania Market going on 9 a.m. Saturday morning, July 25th. I mentioned Surfing for Autism at Jeanette's Pier. The Moby Fest. What is Moby Fest? From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Kitty Hawk Kites. Let's do a quick little search at that. The Moby Water Sports Festival celebrates water sports, outdoor adventure, and local businesses of Whalebone Junction. So I guess Whalebone, Moby Dick. Maybe there's got to be a connection there. But there's going to be lots of things going on right there at Kitty Hawk Kites, Whalebone Water Sports location in Nags Head. That's at 7517 South Virginia Dare Trail. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. right there in Nags Head. So it's not at the Kitty Hawk Kites location right at the foot of Jockey's Ridge. This is at their location that they have, the Kitty Hawk Kites Whalebone Water Sports at 7517 South Virginia Dare Trail. So check that out. Oh, looking on in, there's a wine tasting at Trio on Saturday. And every time I think of Trio, I think I have to speak with a very sophisticated voice of some sort, even though it sounds horrible. There's a wine tasting there starting at 5 o'clock. You got Jesse Taylor down in Avon. It's going to be at Oceana's Bistro. Line dancing at BCD Distillery. Ty Fleming. Holy smokes. Ty Fleming's going to be at Fish Head Saturday, July 25th from 7 to 10. And let's see here. DJ Blacking at Outer Banks Brewing Station. Karaoke at Uncle Ike's. Cleophas James is going to be playing at Jack Brown Saturday evening, 10 p.m., July 25th. Let's scroll on down a little bit further. Again, a lot of the same heavy hitters. Graham Mountain's going to be at Fish Heads from 7 to 10. That's on, Sunday evening, July 26th. Of course, you got activities going on at Whalehead Brewery, Buffalo City Distillery, BCD Distillery. It's hard for me to not call them. I called them Buffalo City for so long, but they've rebranded to BCD Distillery. You got Sunday brunch at Cafe Pamlico, Graham Mountain at Fish Heads. I think I said that. It's International Night at Jolly Rogers starting at 10 o'clock on Sunday evening. Monday. It's Mermaid Monday at H2OBX from 10 until noon. You got morning ghost tours going on starting at 9 a.m. at the Whalehead Club in Kerala. A water aerobics class from 8 until 9 a.m. at the Village Beach Club. Things going on at the aquarium. You've got Micah Iverson playing at the Froggy Dog that evening. McGrath's is they're having their open mic night. Again, the same heavy hitters. You've got Fish Heads doing things. You've got Rundown Cafe doing things. You've got BCD Distillery, Sundogs. I mean, again, the list goes on and on. You can see it all in its entirety and all of it. Honchaco. Oh, they've got something going on. Social Tuesday from 8 to 11 p.m. right there in Kill Devil Hills. Okay. Haven't seen anything pop up from them in a little while. But you've got a Soundside Market in Nags Head Wednesday, July 29th from 9 until 1. That's one of our highlighted events or highlit events, I guess you could say, on Wednesday the 29th, as is the brewery tours and beer tastings going on at the Outer Banks Brewing Station at 3 o'clock that afternoon. So, all that being said, the list goes on and on and on. I feel like the Energizer Bunny sometimes when I'm saying these things. It just keeps going and going and going and going. So you can check out all of these events in their entirety at outerbanksthisweek.com. Click on the events tab. And again, if you put a week out, let's say you go from Saturday to Saturday, as I said a moment ago, go ahead and just get your readers on and start scrolling because there are so many things. That's the one thing that we pride ourselves on here at Outer Banks This Week is being able to bring you the events. Where's the party happening? You go to outerbanksthisweek.com and you find where the party's happening. I'll tell you, when I do trivia, which trivia nights with me at McGrath's Burger Shack, 6 o'clock, they're a good time. You can ask anybody that's listened. They've had fun. I tend to, when I see new people that I'm not familiar with, I tend to ask them how they heard about trivia. And a lot of them, I'd say 85% of them have said outerbanksthisweek.com. That's where they find the party spots with us at outerbanksthisweek.com. And if you're doing trivia with me, it's going to be a party for sure. So that's really all I've got for this week's episode of the podcast. Keep in mind, I was supposed to do an on-site recording at Outlets Nags Head earlier this week. The weather, though, was just terrible. Postponed it. to, I think, Friday. Yeah. Anyway, I had to postpone it, but the goal is to get it out ASAP. Okay. I got to get the weather to cooperate with me. And this week, it's been interesting weather-wise. We've had some okay days, but we also had some days where it's just been torrential downpours. Okay. 'Tis the season. All right. With that being said, I'm going to try to get that out as soon as I can, hopefully first part of next week. But all of that, I mean, it's just been a great summer. I mean, overall, just to say, I'll just sum it all up. It's been, we've had interesting weather, but at the end of the day, the good days have always tend to outweigh the bad days here on the Outer Banks. So if you're on your way here, I really hope that you enjoy yourself, and I thank you all so much for listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast and getting a lot of your information from us right here. And again, if I can help you at all, please don't hesitate to email me, Justin@outerbanksthisweek.com. Very simple. I'm happy to answer your questions. I'm happy to get you any sort of information you're looking for. I really, really do have a passion for that. I do. I want you to enjoy yourself while you're here and come back. And when you get home, you tell your friends that are coming the next week what to do and who to listen to get all the goods. So anyway, all right, I'm out of here. Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode 26, 27, all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manio and online at kellysobxauto.com. And powering this ship, powering this vessel, it's Outer Banks Pest Control. And check them out online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. All right, I'm out of here. Have yourself a great and wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see y'all again next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.
This has been another epic edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Follow us on social media and be sure to listen every Thursday for a new episode.